Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector. And in this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes, I am showcasing Arsenal of Pew Pews version 2.0 M4 Desert Edition. Yeah. So what's the difference between version 1 and version 2? Well, when you guys go see his their stuff over in Etsy, you'll notice that there's a couple of very important distinctions. All right. First and foremost, the colors. Let us show what version 1.0 Desert looks like. Now, you'll notice that it's the regular scope, and there's a black magazine with a wash that looks more compatible to the desert trooper or infantry Republic Guard for the Valaverse stuff, which is why I armed it with him. It makes the most sense to me. Yeah. Both of them look really good with this color to me. It's congruent. They look great. Now, let us compare it with version 2.0. And as you can see right here, the scopes are clearly different. Right? And yeah, the wash too, which is, if you ask me, is more darker brown and matches the pattern of the 60th anniversary Joes than they do with this. I mean, they could still do it because it's desert, but for me, aesthetically, I think it makes more sense with the Army Infantry Soldier 60th anniversary. That's the look that makes sense. I bought 5 of these suckers, and they're glorious. 5, you say? Why? Because I just love all of their M4s. They're really good. I can't get enough of them. Now, I gotta admit, the one thing I did, if yours don't turn out to be like this, there's a very good reason for it. These are darker mistakes, I believe, that they said that they weren't happy with. But serendipitously, your boy Coco loves brown coyote. And when I saw it, I was like, I think this matches the infantry, 60th anniversary infantry soldier. I want it. I want all of them. And they gladly obliged me. But I think they were only able to get me 4 of the dark brown ones. These are all the same rifle, and as you can see, this is how it looks with your boy Dusty. They're all these are the same, and they look really good, I'd say, too, with the Action Marines. But it's a little off as far as the colors go, but I think it still looks good. Now, these are all 4 are the same colors, but Coco, you ordered 5. You said you ordered 5. Yeah, one of them I noticed was slightly lighter than the others. Now, I don't know if it's from the same batch or that he gave me the 4 that he had that was darker that they weren't happy with, but I definitely got a lighter one. You'll notice that it's a little bit lighter shade. Ever so subtle, so slightly. See, just very, very, very light grade, which serendipitously works out with this. I think that it looks more like it matches because of the lighter It's more. It matches his Kevlar and thing more, right? Wouldn't you agree? Versus this darker shade of brown. See, that's how I noticed that there was a difference in color, right? Let's show. See, there's that, which is closer to that to the yellowish desert of the Kevlar versus the majority of what I got, coyote. See, that brown is a little harder coyote than this one, but to just a slight enough degree. It's very subtle, but this subtleness is what helps this work so well for me, so much more well for me. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ever so slightly yellow, darker, ever so slightly. You're like, well, how you can't really tell the difference? Um, yeah, you can only really tell when you start looking at the way it matches the Kevlar. You know what I mean? So see that how that's so closer to matching versus this is just so dark. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, this isn't all that Arsenal hooked me up with. This I'm just showcasing specifically version 2.0 and showing the difference between that and version 1.0 and why I love my guys over in the Arsenal of Pew Pews, because they entertain me by allowing me to purchase the things that they're not happy with, but I love them. Like, you know, because they're perfectionists and they're just trying to get that right recipe. And in this case, I think this is the color that will be most associated with what you guys get versus the darker brown that I got. But either way, this still, even if, you know, let me take it out of this commando and give it to our boy over here, it would still work with the action infantry soldier with even a slight lighter gradient of color of brown. You see what I'm saying? It would still win. You can't go wrong with this coyote and this guy. So this is what may be the standard color, but I won't know unless I order another batch, which I just might. Because I just love these things. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Look. Y'all don't believe me? The gradients look good no matter which way. You know what I mean? For this guy, it's a win just because the armor coyote, yeah, it wins. But it's a little trickier with the action force Marines, which I think the standard one will look much better than the darker coyote, which I have for my infantry 60th anniversary guys. So yeah, I know this is a little bit more of a deep dive than most of you guys are used to, but you know, these are things that your boy Coco notices when he does these things. These slight, subtle differences go a long way in my desire to, you know, how I match things accordingly. And this serendipitously works out so much better for our boy here, the Valaverse one, you know, infantry commando at that lighter gradient, which is going to be, I believe, to be the standard color of versus this darker hue, which is they believe to be a mistake, but I don't believe it to be a mistake in my opinion because it matches better with these guys. So yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, folks. And here's the thing. Sometimes, like I said, serendipitous, depending on when you buy stuff. I bought these as a pair together, so the colors are very are close, if not an exact match, right? But this, the version 1, ever so slightly different in gradient, that it definitely looks a little, different enough. Like it sticks out for the person with the discerning eye like myself. You know what I'm saying? It sticks out. And somehow I felt that, okay, well, since this one sticks out just a little bit differently, I'm putting it with a girl so that she can rock it, right? And it still would match because, well, it does match. That's what makes it awesome. But I'm just letting you know, as you can see, and you're going to say, well, it's the lighting, it's the shit. No, it really is a different shade. And in this case, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it before, but I see it now. And like I said, sometimes these different color things just somehow work out, and I love it. So different times, different purchases. I'm just going to keep buying from them because, they're my guys. And I can't wait to show you, case you guys the bonuses that they hooked me up with. Because I only literally ordered just 5 of these things. They're going to, they're making more stuff for me. And I'm just waiting for, when they finish it so I could just dump what the money that I owe them for what they've been doing. They've been up to hooking me up with. All right, folks. Well, that's all I got for this segment of 1/12 scale military action figures takes. The Arsenal of Pew Pews version 2.0 M4 Desert Edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collectors. And until next video, folks, which before you guys do, click the link down below. And, if you want to grab one there, that's where you can get it. Yeah. And until the next video, folks, ciao.